So if you're suffering from neuralgia paresthetica, I'm going to show you guys what I consider to be the single most effective exercise for treating this pain on your own. So listen up. And before we get going, please subscribe to Riley Rehab. I'm coming up with content all the time to help you become the expert of your own body. Now with that being said, I'm going to get into the details of neuralgia paresthetica. Basically, it's if you have numbness on the front of your leg, specifically on that outer part of your leg there. It's believed to be caused by a pinched nerve, and it's a nerve that's kind of close to where your hip bone is, the one you touch on the front. And there's not a lot of things you can do exercise-wise to work with this. However, one thing that I would put most of my faith on myself would be what is called a nerve floss for the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, which is the nerve affected. I should note it is very important that you talk with your medical provider before taking any of this advice, but if this helps, please let me know. How this works is you are trying to put yourself in a position where the nerve is stretched. So what you're going to do, first off, you're going to make sure that your top leg is the leg that has the numbness and has the pain. Secondly, you want to curl your body forward, so ideally your chest should be close to your knee here, or your head to your knee. So if you can get this far in, fantastic. If this is about as far as you can get in, that's okay as well. Make sure this is comfortable, make sure it doesn't cause any unnecessary pain. Now with that, you can even go ahead and hug your leg like this here too. This really ensures that you're bending forward in the spine to stretch the nerve. The second thing you want to do is you want to take your top leg here, and you're going to want to bring that back as far as you comfortably can. So it should feel like you're just doing a long lunge right here. The leg is going to be back as far as you can, and you want to bend the knee at about a 90-degree angle. Now from this position, you're going to do two things combined. The first of those two is going to be, you're going to bring that knee up and then bring that knee down. If you can, try to touch the floor. Not everyone's as flexible, so really just do whatever you can. Even if it's just a little motion like that, that's still just fine. But you should have it so this leg is close to your chest and this leg is back here. Basically what you're doing is you're making that nerve floss down when it goes down, and you're making it floss up when it goes up. I'll explain what that means in a bit. Second part of this is you're going to try to bob your head down. So literally try to make your head touch your knee. If it can't, and this is as far as you can get, totally fine. Just do what's within your range. Another side detail, you can get a little pillow here for your head if you do find it uncomfortable on the neck. Now, to combine these two together, this is the best way that you would want to do this, because this really helps that nerve go back and forth the way it should. You want to bend your head down to your knee while your leg goes down to the floor. So you're basically head down, knee down, head up, knee up. When you look up, you're trying to look up as if you're looking to the sky. Look down and up and down and up. What I would recommend for starting is do 3 sets of 10 of these before going to bed every single day. Now I know many of you are going to ask, why do such a weird exercise? That makes no sense what you're doing. I don't even feel the burn in my muscles when I do this. Well, I'll explain what you're doing. So number one, you are stretching the muscles around, but that actually isn't the main thing you're doing. If you imagine on this skeleton here, you have what is called the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve. Basically, it's in black here. I just use black tape so you can see. It follows a pathway where it basically goes alongside that bony part of your hip where you feel right there. And then it goes down the outer part of the thigh. It actually attaches on the skin outside of the thigh, but it's still, imagine it the same way here. On the other hand, it attaches all the way to the top of the head on the spinal cord. So if you imagine it as being one long wire, this will make a lot more sense to you why you're doing this. Next up, when you get yourself in this position where you're holding onto your leg, you're going to try to bend your spine forward. This guy doesn't have a very bendy spine, but if you imagine if I'm curling right here, if I'm really trying to push everything forward, everything on the back of the spine is going to bend forward like that. So that's why you encourage the knee up here and the bending of the head. When you lift the leg up on the back, you're stretching the nerve. You're actually causing it to floss. So if you look here, you're causing it to floss out that way. And then when you raise the leg, you're taking the tension off, and then your head is bowing down, and that's essentially pulling on the back part here, causing the nerve to floss this way. So when your leg goes up, you're going to floss the nerve. Your leg goes up, head goes down, you're going to floss this way, closer to your head. Leg goes down, head goes down, you're going to floss that way. One last little detail is if you do find that way too complicated and you just want something nice and easy peasy to do instead, you can actually take the leg where you have the pain and just cross it behind your body. Just do some toe taps right here. This is a much more convenient variation, not as complicated, you're not going to get the same degree of nerve glide, but at the same time this is very simple and straightforward because you can do this anywhere where you're standing. So I hope this video helped. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and we'll see you next time.